Good morning, everybody. Sawadee Kap.
สวัสดีค่ะ
And this is our second little chat. This is
Yes.
Dr. B. Your full name is?
บุชานเทียนอารมณ์
That's what it is. And I'm Mike G. And my full name is Michael Garner. And we'll put our details in the description.
Yes.
And today we're going to talk about the mind, states of mind, and consciousness.
Yes
Because our first chat was all about starting the practice of meditation,
of course yes
which we said is healing for the mind. There
Right.
is also for you to watch an Andy Varga presents. Andy V presents, I'll put the link in, an interview that we did with Dr. B, because you're all over the world teaching this, aren't you?
a kind of
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
Oh, okay yes
Well, not all over the world, but certain parts of the world.
certain part of the world
And we're going to keep this very, very light and informal. And we're in Dr. B's fantastic facility, which is in Hua Hin in Thailand. And here you do so many things, don't you?
yeah we do trainings and also healings as well and some
Absolutely.
people come for private retreat just to learn how to understand the body and the mind Yeah.
Which is very similar to what I do, which is why we collaborate, because I'm a corporate hypnotist. I do life coaching and holistic therapies. And we met through friends
yes
and have become friends. And I think friends are important and relationships are important. And we hope that you have a good relationship with us. And we're here to help. Always here to help, aren't we?
yes friend is good for us to understand our own consciousness
Absolutely.
yes how do
Absolutely.
we communicate
What is consciousness, B? What is consciousness?
what is consciousness is all about your state of being
Yeah.
inside yeah so how you feel is also your consciousness how you look at it this is overall consciousness I look at the consciousness as the three level make it simple physical level mental level and also spiritual level
Okay.
yeah. Of course, in each you can break into detail.
You can,
but,
yeah.
But the three major: how your physical well-being, how did you feel about yourself? The perception that you have. With your mental, what is your perception that you have, and what is your belief? This is your overall set
It
of
is.
your own consciousness.
You have great English. Your mother language is Thai.
Thai, yes.
And you've also got Chinese.
A little bit.
A little bit. So you're multilingual. I'm very impressed.
Yes.
In the English language, we have an expression, and I help people with this.
Yeah, right.
And they go to make a speech, or they go to take a test,
Right.
or they put on the spot under pressure, and they say, "Oh, I can't do it. I'm self-conscious."
Okay.
And being self-conscious, it's the self-awareness that actually blocks flow.
Yes.
In other words, they become nervous and agitated because all of a sudden they sort of wake up from the flow state, the trance state of doing something automatic.
Right.
And they start to hear themselves make a speech and then it all goes wrong. So I
Right.
think being conscious the word consciousness is also awareness. isn't it?
Awareness, correct.
It's what you bring into your awareness.
Yes. In the Theravada Buddhism in Thailand,
Yeah.
we call this awareness is sati.
So that's a
Sati.
Sati.
Sati. It's like be aware of what you're doing.
right.
Yeah. And then when you be aware of what you're doing, it's also that is a state of you that you have to be in the present.
Right.
Yeah. Because when you worry, you're not in the state of your being.
No.
Yeah, when you are fear, you're not in the state of your own being. That is consciousness is awareness, and is be aware of what happening around you. Yeah, and to be able to be aware of that, you have to be able to be still.
Yes.
To able to feel your level of consciousness.
Yeah.
Because if you start checking or fear or whatever, you already have the other consciousness to interfere with you.
Yeah.
When it's interfere with you, you don't know your own state of consciousness.
Takes you out of alignment, doesn't it?
Of course. Yes.
Fear and worry and anger and all these negative states, guilt, sadness,
Right.
upset, depression.
Right.
They're not who we are.
Yes.
Really, we shouldn't be like that.
Yeah. We are human beings.
We are human beings. I always say a human
Yes.
being is just be.
Just be, yes.
We're not human stressings. We're
Yes.
not human worryings.
Yes.
Human arguings. We don't necessarily even need to be human workings.
Right. But we have to
We
do
have
a little bit.
we have to do a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
But if your whole life is around your work, that can be hard work.
I would say is also we're talking about physical consciousness, your physical well-being, and also the mental well-being, your mental consciousness. Also, this is important that for us to feel the flow within ourselves. What happens is we put something to blocking our flow. So then we become shaking according to how we label ourselves. Yeah. If we are label ourselves in the flow state, we are flowing. Because in Buddhist, we're talking about consciousness with 4 pillars of physical, mental, spiritual, and the Dharma. It's a wisdom.
Yeah, the Dharma, yeah.
Yeah. Four pillars of the Dharma, which is a
Do
wisdom.
emotions come into that? 'Cause
The emotions is part of the mental one.
that's interesting.
Yes.
That's interesting. 'Cause we
Physical-
talk about mind, body, spirit, don't we?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes. The
So the
three
mind and the emotions are connected.
Yes, correct.
Because what you think about dictates how you feel.
Yes.
And how you feel
Right.
changes your mind.
Of course.
So you can't get away from that.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was saying, I actually promote to all my students that important as every day we raise our vibration.
Yes.
We raise our vibration. The hidden meaning to raise the vibration is to raise the consciousness. And important to stay in the range of positive vibration. We are not always people who live in the beautiful world, but we
No.
can live in the beautiful ways of, we can choose what we want to be, So of course, if you see this, it trigger you, is of course you can see that some of the situation can give you an opportunities to grow. Yeah, and that you focus on the positive range of thought, then you don't really put yourself as a victim. When you put yourself as a victim, then you feel like you have less energy.
Correct.
Yeah.
You go into fight and flight.
Of course.
Or freeze.
Yes.
Which
yes.
are 3 damaging states and don't produce any performance
Yes.
or any good results at all.
Yes.
We should be in what we call rest and digest.
Yes.
And that's interesting that because you rest the mind
Yes.
and that allows the body
But
to
it's
digest
to digest and feel.
and feel.
Filter it out or in.
Yeah, filter it out and in.
Yes.
Absolutely. So what is your method of getting people to create the right state? I mean, we talked about meditation before, but in everyday life, is it how you perceive things? Is it how your personality, or can you change your personality through training? If you've got a negative person, how do they become happy and peaceful?
Okay, this is 2 questions.
Good.
Yes, 2 questions. First, if you start with somebody who is not happy, of course, at least I would train them how to get themselves laughing.
Laughter is great. I'm so happy you said that.
Laughing is, you see a little things and you laugh about it.
Yes.
And then if people observe enough, there are different way of laughing into your daily sequence, So at least you laughed about it. When you see something, you in the room where people not smile, say, hello, good morning, how are you? Then people feel lighter. People feel, they melt the tension
Yes.
of the room.
Yes.
Yeah. And then of course with this, when people feel joyful, you feel, at least they can laugh, they feel joy, they feel something become easier, then of course the energy of the room has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say eye contact, smile.
Eye contact,
and radiate
smile.
love.
Yes, of course. Yeah, but then put into practical, try to, and to make people laugh or feel, you have to speak from your heart.
Yes.
I said like, good morning. Then people want to talk to you.
Yes.
Yeah, and as I'm a big boss, good morning, you better listen. So this is like how we communicate from different we call energetic center or the mental center of the body. So this is how that you express it out and to raise the conscious or the vibrations of the room. Yeah. So the second question is either it depends what you choose, how to become a victim or how it become the person that supporting or helping each other. Because if you think you're a victim, anything's happen to you, either good things, it become a victims, bad thing also even become a victims. But if you think the situation that trigger you is because it challenge you and to help you move forward, then it become something to help you to grow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. In the Buddhist context, we say if you want to come as a lay person, or you want to come the person that you already practice, or you want to come the Buddhist sattva.
Yes.
Yeah. To help other, like the green Tara is a Buddhist sattva, is here to help others.
Yeah. Well, from those two questions, there's two things I want to say. First of all, what you said, we call it psychologically the law of reciprocity.
Yes.
The reciprocal law means it all starts with you.
Yes.
That if you smile at others, they'll smile back.
Of course.
If you laugh at other people, they will laugh back. If you love people, they'll love you back. It all starts with you. Whatever you give, you'll get.
Yes.
It's the biblical law of sowing and reaping.
Yes.
That whatever you sow, you'll reap.
Yes.
So if you're surrounded by miserable people, look in the mirror, it's probably your fault.
Yes, this is important. That's what I want to say from the principle that you gave. It's also what you carry inside, what you vibrate it out.
Correct. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's why you have to look in the mirror.
That's it. Absolutely.
So important that we have to cultivate. We have to practice to have this kind of energy, and then we radiance it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the other thing that you said, which is quite interesting, is that it's just a change of your mindset.
Yes.
Of seeing something that you're a victim to.
Yes.
And instead of saying, why is this happening to me? The better question is, what can I learn from this? So,
if you can, we said this is a blessing to be able to understand this.
Well, yes, that's another way of looking at it. Yeah, this is a blessing. Obviously, when you crash your car, it doesn't feel like a blessing. But it might be what you learn is to drive your car better, or to look for people who can't drive the car, who drove the car into you.
Of course.
But everything's an opportunity to learn from, isn't it?
Of course.
And if you take the learning, then you go to another level of personality and experience and vibration.
Yes.
It's called being an inverse paranoid.
Inverse paranoid. Okay.
Paranoid thinks the world's against them.
Yes.
But an inverse paranoid thinks that everything's there for you.
Yes, of course.
That this has happened to help me or to teach me. And so when something happens to you, you either win or you learn.
Right.
You don't lose.
Right, yes.
Don't become a loser.
Don't become a loser. Put it this way, it's a kind of mentality like for me, things are flowing in. Sometimes there are lots of work to do. We just focus and do it. And then we have time to rest and come. Then every questions come to me is also something that facilitate me to learn better.
What is your go-to? I've got a little story that I'll explain my concept of how to get awareness. But how do you get out of the personality that you are every day? How do you become aware of yourself so that you can change yourself? How do you witness yourself? How, like you say, notice yourself doing something wrong that you shouldn't be doing. How do you get people to shift from being a victim?
This is a very good question. It depends. We have, first of all, we must have an energy to be able to cope things.
Okay.
So you have to cultivate. I have to cultivate my energy to be able to do things. Of course, when you have, it's like I always say, when you have 1,000 baht, you spend 100, you feel 10%, But we had 10,000, you spend 1,000, 10%, it's okay. So basically, every day there is a way to cultivate the energy.
Build energy.
When you have that energy, there's something coming, you feel, okay, I can do it. It's a mentality, I can do it.
You've got more personal power.
Then you have inner power to go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
and then when you're able to do one, then you can do the other. And the tasks, of course, become more complex and complicated. But with the willing, strong determination that you want to do it, it working.
What would you say to say you had a client or a student came here and they said, I love it here, Dr. B, but you know, when I go home, my husband is always moaning, that gets me down, or I've got to look after this person, that wears me out, I'm tired, or the next door neighbour's dog is always barking, I can't sleep. How do you create peace of mind, an awareness state, a control state when maybe things around you aren't so good? I mean, we're very fortunate here,
Yes.
but the people watching might not be so lucky.
Okay. First of all, take a moment to find yourself me time. Pause.
Me time, okay.
Pause
I
for
like-
me time.
I like that.
Let's say 50 minutes. I'm sure you find the time you want to feel better. Yeah.
yeah.
And then, of course, practice breathing, recharge energy, whatever. Of course, then you have energy. You can face whatever you have to handle with or dealing with. Of course, the energy spent, then you recharge again. Like the electrical car now, you have to keep recharging until that energy become constantly moving in you. When it's constantly moving in you, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a little idea that
Yes.
you might like. I don't know if
Yes.
you've heard me say it before, but when we go to a restaurant or we go to a destination, a holiday destination, or we're buying something, we check in.
Of course,
So, you know, I'm in Hua Hin, I'm in, you know, in England, I'm in Manchester or wherever you are in the world, and you
Right.
check in on Facebook. I say to people, check in on yourself.
of course.
How am I doing? 4 levels. How am I doing mentally? How am I doing emotionally?
Right.
How am I doing physically? And what you've just said now, where's my energy? How much energy have I got?
Yes.
Am I worn out?
Right.
And you have to have a process to, like,
Tick.
yeah, absolutely.
Checklist.
A checklist, a
Yes.
checklist. And, you know, if you are all over the place in your mind, you've got to get mental control. We'll talk about those techniques.
Yes.
Again, you've got to get emotional control.
Right.
You've got to get physical control. And then you've got to control your vibration, your energy levels, and you've got to have techniques.
Yes.
So maybe those are the 4 things we're going to talk about next. But state of mind is really important,
Yes.
and self-awareness.
Yeah. I would say first try to pause, practice. If you need help, then we can offer something. And also try to stay in the positive way. Look at the positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you look at the negative part, you can be negative, and negative.
Yeah.
So then you have no energy to look at the positive part. At least try to look at something positive.
Yeah.
Appreciation things that you have in each day. Life is good, what you already have done, you know, then slowly move from that.
Yeah. Check out what's going right and don't focus on what's going wrong. Because quite often, the people who complain about their lives,
Yes.
and me too, and you at times, I'm sure we all have a moment where
Yes.
we're not, you know, as perfect as we want to be. There's a lot of people in worse conditions who would love what you've got.
Right.
You know, a lot. I mean, I'm very lucky, and you're very lucky, and a lot of people here will be complaining. A lot of my clients, you know, they turn up in cars and they're complaining about their life, and I say to them, "Oh, it's a beautiful car you're driving.
Yes.
Yeah, you got some lovely shoes."
Yes.
And that just becomes normal to them. They forget how blessed they are.
Of course. Of
The
course.
fact that you woke up this morning, that you're alive. There's so many people who didn't wake up this
Good
morning.
mornings, yeah. It's already a blessing for
It's
continue your life for the next day.
Just being human today, having another day to experience
Yes.
your 5 senses, your many minds,
Right.
and just to turn up and breathe. We have a lot to be grateful for, don't we?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
And people sometimes forget that. So consciousness is awareness. So I'm sure we're all going to be more aware of ourselves as we go forward.
Yes.
What we're going to talk about next? We haven't quite decided yet, have we?
Of course, we will find out.
We will find
from your feedback.
from your feedback. So
Yes.
for now, we'll say thank you for listening. Check out the Andy V podcast. which talks about Dr. B. And one of the things that we've never mentioned, and we'll finish on this, and you probably noticed already from her personality, very light and bright and smiley, one of your alter egos, one of your brand names is Laughing Bear.
There, laughing. Yes.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Because I'm laughing a lot, so someone tell me I'm a laughing bear.
Somebody else gave you that?
Yes.
I love that. Well, she is a very cuddly laughing bear and a
Yes.
very knowledgeable lady, and I'm blessed to have her as a friend. So we'll say goodbye. Check back for more from me, Mike G, and Dr. B. Lots
Thank
of love.
you.